Plagiarism is a term that is not commonly heard on a daily basis. So do people really know what plagiarism means? To find out, we surveyed many individuals of various ages and education levels to see what they thought this word meant. Here's what they said.
I get to play.
Copying something out of the text.
Copying people's words off the internet.
When you copy someone and use someone else's work as your own.
You copying someone else's words when it's not your words.
When you take someone else's ideas and you claim them as your own ideas.
Is taking someone else's ideas.
As you can see, not everyone knows what plagiarism means. Winston-Salem State University defines plagiarism as intentionally and knowingly representing in any academic exercise or matter the words or ideas of another as your own. This includes copying someone else's work, word for word without giving them credit, inappropriately citing sources such as words, songs, and pictures. To get a perspective on common myths of plagiarism, we asked these individuals if it is ever okay to plagiarize.
No, there is not.
Yes, if you get permission from the writer.
No, I don't think there's ever a situation where you should plagiarize because I think you should always just do your own work and not use somebody else's as your own.
When you need a good grade and you didn't study the night before because you was out partying.
I don't believe that there is any situation where it's okay to plagiarize.
No.
As you can see, there are many misconceptions about plagiarism. Number 1, even though you have the writer's permission, you still must give them credit for their ideas. Number 2, paraphrasing needs to be cited. Number 3, just because something is in the public domain, not citing is still considered plagiarism. Number 4, anyone can plagiarize. It's not just an academic issue. Number 5, sometimes plagiarism is done unintentionally. Number 6, even if you use your words but another person's idea, you must cite it. Number 7, all information from any online source must be cited. Number 8, without in-text citations, you don't know where your ideas begin and someone else's ends.
Everyone has different ideas about what the consequences might be. Here are their thoughts.
Going to prison.
You will probably go up to the office.
Be expelled from the course. You can lose your job and you can be fined about $200 or more.
As high as like getting sued or fined or something. Or in class, you could get like a 0 on a paper.
Time in federal prison.
Could include being kicked out of school.
Involved in academics, there can be consequences related to your grades or your job.
Specifically at Winston-Salem State, if a student is accused of plagiarizing, they will be reported to the department chair to make a decision upon the penalty. If the chair determines there to be academic dishonesty, the case then goes to the dean, who will consult with the student upon which action and penalty will take place. Penalties at Winston-Salem State include a written warning from the dean, a decrease in letter grade, receiving an F for the assignment or the course, suspension for the remainder of the current semester, or expulsion from the university for 2 semesters. Regardless of the penalty, the act of academic dishonesty will remain on the student's permanent file indefinitely.
When we asked our participants how they avoid plagiarizing, this is how they responded.
Doing your own work and research and getting your own information and citing your sources.
You gotta study.
Citing your sources.
Make sure that the sources you're using are properly cited so that you give other people credit for their ideas.
To avoid plagiarizing, it is important to make sure you summarize someone else's explanation in your own words. This doesn't mean changing a word or two within the sentence, but rephrasing the entire sentence and emphasizing your personal perspective on what the author was saying. Have a plan of action while researching to ensure that you can provide proper evidence of where your information came from, whether it is
a direct quote,
paraphrasing,
Or even just an idea.
It is important to give credit to the source where the information was obtained.
When in doubt, cite. After we told them what plagiarizing was, we asked them to describe it in one word.
Copying.
Cheating.
Stealing someone's work.
Copying.
Bad.
Dishonest.
Theft.